We talk a lot about what AI can do, right? But today, we're going to do something a little different. We're peeling back the curtain on how a modern AI business is actually built. We've got our hands on the internal blueprint of a real AI consultancy, and we're going to walk through their entire strategy, step by step.
So here's the big question. How do you even build a business that sells something as complex and fast-moving as artificial intelligence? I mean, it's not like a product you can just put in a box and ship. AI is a capability. The real challenge, then, is building a whole system that can deliver real, tangible value to clients, consistently and at scale. So let's map out what that actually looks like.
For our case study today, we're diving into the internal docs from an AI consultancy called E.P.P.G AI. Now, they've designed what they call a complete service ecosystem. And by breaking that down piece by piece, we can start to see a potential blueprint for pretty much any business trying to build and sell services in the age of AI.
Okay, first let's look at the big picture. The key idea here isn't just having a random menu of products. No, it's a holistic, integrated ecosystem where every single part is designed to support all the others.
The entire business is basically built on 3 pillars. The easiest way to think about it is like this. The philosophy is the company's operating system. It's the core beliefs running everything in the background. The services are the core apps, the things they actually sell to solve problems. And distribution, well, that's their app store. It's the model they use for scaling and reaching the whole market.
So, let's start with that operating system. This is the company's DNA. These are the guiding frameworks that shape every single decision, every service, every client interaction. In a field as noisy as AI, having a clear philosophy is what separates the real signal from all that noise.
And at the heart of it all is their E.P.P.G framework. Now, this isn't just some catchy acronym they made up. It's the core model they use to define and deliver business value. It's the fundamental promise they make to every single client, and it translates these abstract AI capabilities into concrete, real-world business outcomes. So what does E.P.P.G actually stand for?
Okay, let's break it down. E is for efficiency, plain and simple, doing more with less by automating waste. The first P is for productivity, helping teams work faster, smarter, and better on high-value stuff. The second P is predictive intelligence, using data to see around corners and make better decisions. And finally, G is for growth, using all of this to just pour gas on revenue. See, that's their entire value proposition boiled down to 4 letters.
And if E.P.P.G is the what, then their AAR process is the how. It's their implementation roadmap. They start by augmenting human teams, just making people better at their jobs with AI tools. Then they automate the repetitive, boring tasks to free people up. And only then, strategically, do they replace entire outdated functions with something new. It's this logical, step-by-step transformation that really gets results.
Okay, so we've got the operating system in place. Now let's look at the core apps, the services themselves. They actually offer 26 different services, which I know sounds like a lot, but they've cleverly organized all of them into 5 distinct pillars.
And this is where their structure really brings clarity to what could be super complex. Instead of just a confusing long list, we see the 5 main ways they deliver value. They start with strategy, then move to implementation, they focus on growth, then make sure people can actually use the stuff through training, and finally, they build a whole community around it.
It all begins here, with the first pillar, consultancy and advisory. This is the foundation. It's where they build the client's strategy, the roadmap, and the business case before a single line of code is written. It's all about aiming before you fire.
Next up is solutions implementation. This is the nuts and bolts of it all. This is taking that strategy and deploying real-world AI systems that work 24/7, automating workflows, building intelligent websites, you name it. This is where the plan becomes reality.
The third pillar is totally laser-focused on the bottom line, AI-powered business growth. These services use AI to accelerate sales and marketing. We're talking about everything from automating outreach campaigns to generating personalized content at scale. It's AI as a revenue engine.
And this brings us to a really crucial point. Technology is only half the battle. The fourth pillar, AI literacy and training, is all about upskilling the client's team. Because, let's be honest, if people don't understand or adopt the tools, the entire transformation just fails. This is about human enablement, not just tech deployment.
And finally, the fifth pillar is engagements and partnerships. This is about building a community, establishing thought leadership, and forming key alliances.
This is what turns a simple service provider into a central, indispensable hub in their industry. And in a field changing as fast as AI, that's absolutely critical.
Okay, so we have the philosophy and we have the services. But how do you scale a consultancy business without just hiring an endless army of people? This brings us to their brilliant App Store model, their distribution network.
This quote from their internal docs just perfectly nails the strategy. Their partner network, which they call E.P.G Connect, isn't some afterthought. It's described as a revenue multiplier and market reach amplifier. This is a go-to-market strategy that was designed for exponential growth right from day one.
And the numbers really show how central this is to their whole plan. Look at this. In year 1, partners are bringing in maybe 5–10% of revenue. But then jump to year 5, they project that over 350 partners will be generating up to $100 million. That's 30 to 40% of the entire company's revenue. Now that is the power of a distribution network.
This chart just makes it even clearer. The growth isn't linear, it's exponential. The plan is to scale partner-driven revenue from $1 million in the first year to a staggering $400 million within a decade. This is how you build a truly scalable service business in the AI age, by productizing your expertise and distributing it through a massive network.
So let's put it all together. When you combine that guiding philosophy, the structured services, and this incredibly scalable distribution model, what you get is a complete and really powerful blueprint for a modern AI business.
So let's bring it all back to our analogy one last time. The philosophy, that's the EPPG and AAR frameworks, is the operating system, making sure everything is consistent. The 5 service verticals are the core apps that solve specific problems. And that partner network? That's the App Store, allowing the whole ecosystem to scale globally.
So while we've just deconstructed one company's plan, it really raises a much bigger question for all of us. A clear philosophy, structured services, and a scalable network. Is this the new blueprint for any service business that wants to thrive in the age of AI?